Hi, welcome to the Online Jewelry Academy. I'm Professor John Ahr and I'm your instructor. I have a simple project for you that's really beautiful. But before I introduce the project, why don't you hit the subscribe button and click on the notifications bell. That way you won't miss any of the Online Jewelry Academy's future releases. Let me show you what I'm going to demonstrate in this video. A 21st century take on decorative twisted wires. Here I've used the contemporized wires I created to make some attractive cuff bracelets. Instead of focusing on the textural surface created by twisting wire, our aim is to use this updated design element and draw focus to the lines and rhythms on a streamlined form. Ornamental twists have been used by goldsmiths, silversmiths, blacksmiths, and armorers for millennia. Although you'll find many examples of twisted wire used in ancient and medieval jewelry, twisted wires reached the height of their popularity in jewelry design during the Victorian era. They were used primarily for borders and to add interest to mountings for stones. And of course, they were used to make bangles. While they're easy to make, twisted wires have fallen out of fashion in contemporary jewelry design. That's because the goal of most designers today is to produce minimal designs, which is why I think that this streamlined take on twisted wire could provide something unexpected in your designs. Before we start, let's go over some of the basics. All of the examples in this video were made using well-annealed 10-gauge sterling silver wire of a square profile. And remember, you can re-anneal your wires at any point. In the jewelry industry, jewelry that's designed for mass production is generally only twisted to the right. So if you include a few left twists in your design, they'll stand out and look like they're handmade. While I'm only going to use square wire, there are many variations on twisted wire that can be used. For example, you could use different gauges and different wire profiles. I'll include a link to other OJA videos on twisted wire in the description below. Let's go over the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a vise, eye protection, a ruler, a permanent marker, a 45-90-degree cutting jig, a file, a draw plate for a round wire profile, lubrication, draw tongs, a jeweler's saw, either a plastic or a rawhide mallet, an oval bracelet mandrel, and a crescent wrench. Now, if you have a tap and die set, you might be able to use this part of your tap and die set to help you with the rotation of the wire. Just be sure that you have enough clearance on your vise before you start. Now, to speed up the drawing process, I'm going to use my portable Durston tabletop draw bench. Compared to big freestanding draw benches that cost 3 times as much, my Durston tool is just as strong and easy to operate. Now, if you don't own this type of tool, you can pull the wires through by hand, and I have videos showing you how to do that. The first twisted wire is one that has a nice simple rhythm to it, like dot, 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 dash in Morse code. Fun fact, dot, 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 dash in Morse code is for the letter V, and it was used to signal the Allied victory at the end of World War II. You never know, you might use that fun fact to sell a piece of jewelry made from this wire. Okay, let's get started. First, place the 45-90-degree cutting jig into the vise. Now, open the cutting jig and anchor the end of your wire in the 90-degree or flat part of the jig. In most jigs, you'll see a V square cutout. Anchor your square wire into that portion of the jig. Once you've got your wire secured, tighten your crescent wrench onto the wire about 1 inch away from the jig. Then just rotate the wire 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now open the jig. Take the wire out and then thread it through the back side of the jig. Then tighten the jig. Now you're ready to make 3 twists to the right once again. Just keep repeating these steps and do it for the length of the wire until you have the full length of wire twisted. As good as these wires look, we're not done with them yet. We're going to pull them through a draw plate used to make round wire. This would be a great point to file one end of each of your wires to a tapered point and re-anneal them. Once you've pickled, brass brushed, and dried your wires, you're ready to start. Apply lubricant to the length of your wire. Then poke the tapered end of your wire through the first hole in the draw plate that you intend to use. Grasp the tapered end of the wire with the draw tongs. Then crank the handle slowly, which will pull the wire through the draw plate. Repeat the drawing process until you've smoothed the profile of the wire into a circular form accented with lines. Using a draw bench makes this operation much easier and virtually eliminates chatter on the wire, and it makes it kind of fun. But again, if you don't have this tool, you can draw the wire by hand, and we have videos that show you how you can. Now, measure and mark a length of wire to make a cuff bracelet. A typical cuff bracelet is between 5.5 and 6 inches. Cut your wire using your jeweler's saw and finish the ends with your file. Now's a good time to re-anneal your wire. After you've pickled, brass brushed, and dried it, you can form it on a bracelet mandrel into a capital letter C. Be sure to either use a rawhide or plastic mallet to preserve your finish on your bracelet. I used the same method in my video entitled Easy to Make Forged Wire Bracelet from Grounding Wire. You can buff or tumble your cuff to a polish, and if you want the lines to be more visible, you can increase the contrast with a little liver of sulfur or a hard-boiled egg. Pretty, huh? You can experiment with how you twist the wire in different draw plate profiles. Just don't go too small with the wire gauge because the detail will start to disappear. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like it and share it. The Online Jewelry Academy has other free videos like this one. In fact, we have over 340 posted to our website at onlinejewelryacademy.com. Or you can sign up for one of our paid courses on udemy.com. We have a course for beginners entitled Colorful Silver Jewelry, an intermediate course on making hinges, and a stone setting course that details 5 different stone setting operations. There are links to discount codes in the description of this video. If you're interested in seeing the full Durston Tools product line, log on to durston.com/OJA. Purchases made using this link won't raise the price a bit and will help to support the production of new OJA videos. Thanks for watching.